not an objective process, but rather it's a set of people. A second thing which the fascism of today, or the far-right movements of today, have in common with historical fascism is myth. So our president, Mr. Trump, speaks of fake news. That's a fascist expression. In German, it's Lügenpresse. This is a direct commonality. What you do in fascism is you take the few remaining reporters and you call them the liars. And meanwhile, you try to fill the public space with as much myth as possible.
And two of the great things about America are that there are lots of people who speak freely. Not enough, but lots. And another good thing about Americans is that they probably talk too much. That's one of the things that makes authoritarianism hard in our country, is that everybody talks, including the friends of the aspiring authoritarians. So, I mean, that's what, those are good things about us, that we talk. In the US, when something bad happens, we have two national responses. The first response is, nothing like this has ever happened to anyone in the history of the world. Right? That's what we always say. Everything that happens is always new. And the problem with that is that if you say it's new, what you're doing is you're intellectually disarming yourself, because if nothing like this has ever happened before, then you're helpless. No one can give you any advice. There's nothing in history to help us. And when Trump won, that's what a lot of people said, like, oh, this is such a surprise. And I hated that. I hated the idea it was a surprise. Yeah, it's a surprise, fine, but it's a surprise that's a lot like some other surprises that have happened very recently. He's a figure who's very similar to other figures. We can use European experience, contemporary and historical, to help us figure out what's going on. The second American response to everything is the institutions will save us. And again, that is disarming. That's self-disarmament, because the institutions are you. In a democracy, the institutions are you. The institutions don't live some life out there on their own. If no one cares about them and props them up, if no one creates an atmosphere around them that makes them seem legitimate, the institutions will die. And they will die because people who are building authoritarianism know how to attack them. They know how to take the non-democratic parts of the democratic system and use them together. They know how to exploit the informal rules to push things the direction that they want to go. So I would say, to answer your question finally, how are we doing? It's very mixed. So the big famous American institutions are doing very badly. The so-called checks and balances are not really working.